So just like babies, puppies need a lot of love and attention, especially during the first 3 months. Now, although training can be challenging, this is a critical time in a puppy's life to learn right from wrong. Here with tips to help you teach your fuzzy little bundle of joy is Michelle McAdam, a professional dog trainer. She's here with her golden retriever puppy. Michelle, thanks so much for being here.
Oh, my pleasure. This is fun.
So how did you get started in this profession?
Well, I used to be a paralegal, and I decided instead of working for lawyers, I wanted to train dogs, and I needed a dog trainer at the time, and he trained me, and the rest is history.
There you go. So let's talk about what happens. You get a puppy, they're irresistible, you bring it home, but you have to teach it a thing or two or it's going to just run all over your house.
Exactly.
Where do we start?
Well, first you have to do housebreaking and crate training. I truly believe in that. I tell people you don't let a 2-year-old have run of the house. You don't let a puppy.
There you go.
And you have to teach it basic skills. And so if you manage his world, he won't chew on the furniture. If you teach it not to jump on people, he's more of a pleasure to be around. So you have to start from the moment you get your puppy.
And socialization, that's huge.
Socialization is huge. The first 3 months of a dog's life is called the fear imprinting period and sets the tone for the rest of his life. So if you socialize your dog, the rule of thumb is your dog should be around 100 different situations the first month you get it.
Very good. And tell us a little bit about Poppy here.
Poppy is my dog. She's a 7-year-old golden retriever. I just was going to show you some basic things that everybody should do from the get-go with your dog. She has a brother at home, but I decided to take her out. And they get along great. In the beginning, not so much, but now they're best buds.
Oh, that's fun. All right, well, let's see some tips here, some advice, if you would.
Well, the first thing you want to teach your dog is to sit. And so very easily, instead of pulling up on the collar, what I do is I teach it with food. So I take the food and I bring it back, and when the head goes up, her tush goes down.
There you go.
So that's a sit. So again, what I do, and dogs should sit for everything, is sit. And so now the dog is sitting.
The dog likes the treat too, right?
The dog loves freeze-dried liver. That always
Is
helps.
that what it is?
That always helps.
Okay.
The other thing I teach is to lie down.
Okay.
Because if she's lying down, she's calm.
That's true.
And I use, again, we start with a piece of food, and I lure her into that position. And I say down. And when she's down, she gets the food.
All right.
So those are two things I start right away, is sit and to down. The other thing I do, is to teach it to come. Everybody needs a dog that comes. Otherwise, you can't take your dog off leash, and we all want to have our dogs running and come back to us.
That's true.
So I say, look, Poppy, come.
Oh.
Sit. Yay! And I reward her for coming to me.
Now,
all done on a leash.
Can you teach an old dog new tricks?
Absolutely.
It's not too bad. I mean, if you
absolutely. I tell people we're always learning as humans, and dogs are always learning too. So it takes longer, obviously, a 6-year-old dog to learn new things as opposed to a puppy, but they can certainly learn, and it's just a matter of you having a lot of patience.
Let me ask you this. I have a problem with my dog jumping on people. She gets so excited when somebody walks into the house, but nobody wants the dog hair on them. What would you advise?
Well, there's a couple of things to stop jumping. The reason why dogs jump on people is they're trying to get to their face. And dogs are truly lovers, and they want to lick you, and as people, what we do when we get puppies is we bring them up to our face and we kiss them. So what we want to do is teach the dog that jumping is unacceptable. So, for example, sit. If I'm coming in the door and my dog is jumping on me, what I might do is I don't push the dog off, I just totally ignore the dog or show the dog my back. And when the dog is sitting, like Poppy is sitting, because eventually she's going to stop jumping, I reward her for calm behavior.
Very good. And you were talking about the importance of the leash. When is it okay to take the dog off the leash?
Well, you know, there is a leash law in Connecticut, and everybody's dog should know basic commands before you take a dog off leash, especially come. I take my dogs off. My dogs are never on leashes. They're always off leash.
They're probably very well behaved, I would assume.
Well, they come when called on command, and that's real important. We go on trails. There's so many beautiful trails here in Connecticut. And I let them swim and chase birds and squirrels and let them be dogs. But first you have to teach a dog a reliable come. So that's critical, and that's done on a leash.
And let me ask you this, as a professional, what about dogs sleeping with you in the bed? What do you think about that?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You wouldn't have it any other way.
You're right. Not all dog trainers would agree with me, but it's my dogs sleep. My husband and I have a very big bed with golden retrievers in it.
All over it, huh?
All over, ticks and everything. We have in our bed, unfortunately, but we wouldn't have it any other way. It's our children. I guess they're part of the family, right? That's right. That's right. You know, it's a great bonding experience. And now studies have been done that dogs that are not in the bedroom have more behavioral problems.
Is that right? Oh,
yes.
That's just the excuse I needed.
That's right. That's right. So.
Well, where can our viewers get a hold of you or find some more information?
Well, I have a website, lishdogtrainer.com.
Okay.
And it's a lot of word of mouth. I don't advertise, but a lot of the veterinarians have my number.
Sure.
And but I have, again, they can contact me. I do private lessons only. I don't do classes. So.
Well, we'll find you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for bringing coffee. Thank you.